G'day friends, Marty Ware here from Marty's Garden. Yes, I've got an integrated food system here at Mullumbimby, northern New South Wales, Australia, subtropical area. But we sort of borderline between this growing temperate and tropical plants, which is really cool. It means I can garden all year round and share the story as I grow. Now, I'm going to talk about this garden bed here. We've got some amazing food growing in here. Then we're going to move down to the integrated chicken coop and show you where I'm up to there, because some really cool stuff going on here. And once you sort of understand what I'm doing, you'll know that it's all integrated and all interconnected and everything works with each other. And once we get to that acceleration point, which I'm right on now because I keep digging holes, we're planting plants and we're seeing gigantic worms and soil life like I've never seen before. I'm truly blessed to be in this house because it's a permanent situation and I can just keep building on it and improving it. Where before I was a renter, I just did it anyway, but I never saw the long-term results of more than, say, 3 years. And that's sort of the longest I was in one place. So here it is. We got bok choy, or pok choy, however you want to pronounce it. This is the green stem variety. There's lots of different varieties. My wife likes the white stem, so we've got some of them growing as well in seed at the moment, collecting. Beautiful lettuce that we can just mignonette, so we can just pick from the sides. Got marigolds running up through the center because they help with the nematode situation. Now, the best type of marigold is the African, so they're a taller one. They go to about 30, 40 centimeters. And they produce something in the soil. They secrete something to keep away nematodes and things and protect the roots around plants. Now, all plants do that, but some more than others. And this guy, the marigold, is very good for that, and also brings a bit of colour, a bit of joy into my life. And they're just really great to have in the garden. So down here, we've got a chili plant right down here. Now, this guy, he got really cold and he's just starting to grow back now, and it's a new one that I've got out. It's called, that I found at the shop. It's called a firecracker, and they're quite a big sort of medium-sized one. I think they're a breed from the jalapeno, and I'm sure we're getting some fruits on that now, so it's going to be full right through summer and supply a lot of our needs, along with a lot of other little chilies that we got growing in here. So how did I do this garden bed? Well, it was sort of a Hugelculture sort of style at the beginning, filling it up with just wood chip and different things like that. Mark from Self-Sufficient Me was here, and he supplied these beds, and they actually, him and his son, we built them together. So I just got a loving history with these birdie raised beds. And if you're after any, Birdies is a place to go, and on Mark's channel, I believe he's got an affiliate link or something there that you can buy through to support him and keep him creating his amazing content. So what I've done is I've started backfilling it with compost, and then putting also the bales on top, and then filling compost on top of the bales, and then just planting into them and building it up. Now, it's dropped away already, so I'll get away with a grow season this year. And then this winter, I will fill them up with bales again and start again. And there's lots of worms in here because I've released compost worms in here, putting a small farm in here last year. So they're all through here as long as I'm feeding it compost and mulch. And this is just a bale mulch and keeping it really nice and fertilized. These plants will grow like crazy, and we're going to set up this bed after this one's harvested for summer. So yeah, Hugelculture system with bales, so a bale gardening system then, and lots of compost, and occasionally if I've got some extra chicken manure around, been putting that down as well. But let's head over to the coop now. I'm going to show you the area where I'm integrating. This is really cool. I'm integrating the worm farm. Now, I'm just filming on my handheld phone here, so it's going to be a bit jiggity, a bit jaggedy. No cameraman at the moment. Another bed here coming through, and we've got some kangkong and stuff in the corner here. Habanero chilies, some tomatoes, more little chili plants coming on. Got some chard, garlic chives, different things like that. Over at the back there, you can see a little avocado growing, got bananas and all that. Up the side here, that's our food forest that goes up. That's connected to the chicken coop. Now, I'm just gonna put this down here. I've got to get the tripod right. Don't bail on me, guys, please. Just because of my dodgy camera work. The fruit trees, you can see them running up here. They're right next to this chicken coop. Now, what I'm talking about, integrated stuff. This will grow underneath the bale garden beside here. The roots will get underneath. It'll just explode because all the worms are coming out of there. The fungi's coming out of there. Everything's starting to get connected. The chicken coop that's running up there, it's got the worm farming area, the composting area. That's slow composting now. It's done a bit of a hot run. It's right next to a big giant lime tree, which is going to get even more explosive over time. Look at the size of that thing. And it's pretty wild weather, so hopefully this wind isn't coming through. And so the lime tree. Now, the lime tree's growing so fast, it's going to go, the branches are going to go over the top of here, which means the drip zone is starting to go underneath. So the roots are going underneath this thing now. It's going to grow absolutely beyond mental and get self-fed by this here. And I'm going to be pulling out a compost. Now, the reason why I put these bales here on the side here, when I put the compost in, the chickens were scratching and pushing it all over towards this bird netting, and the bird netting was bulging out the bottom. And I thought, what can I do to keep my system going how I normally garden and farm? And I thought, yes, it came to me, bales. And so I put them all around the sides, started filling it full of compost. I got mushroom, wood chip, and chicken manure into this end one here. Then I've sectioned it off into a square after about a week of working it with another bale. And then down further again, hey girls, down further again, I've got just a chicken manure sawdust blend, which is in the second tier. And then down further is just like a deep litter run that I'm building with the thing. They're waiting to get fed. They're hungry because it's early in the morning. So, because it's been raining, and I purposely filled these up at that time because I knew the rain was coming, I will soon be able to release compost worms into this end one. As long as I've got to dig it up, make sure it's not too hot, and then the same for the second box. And then I'll let it sit for a while and just sort of test it out and see how it's going. I'm super excited to do that. And then all I got to do is go in with a wheelbarrow, pull some of the bales away, shovel it out and get ready to use it. Some of it in the garden, some to go into my mixes that I sell here for the compost to the locals. And it's helping me scale up. And the chickens do get through and scratch through it and turn it over and all that type of stuff and poop in it a bit and things. But I've had to add more chicken manure because I've only got 8 chickens at the moment. We've still got to extend out the whole roosting area, get this bigger. Because we're getting to scale now. Now, the chickens can actually get into this area at the back because we've built it out now so they can get into the food forest. They can actually get into there through the side here. We've created a hole over here. See that little gate there? They can get in there, and we've just got to replace that. I don't like that white netting, and they can go around the back into the banana area, down the fence, through the lemon myrtle, under the macadamias, around through the sweet potato leaf. There's the betel leaf. We've got like a layered system of a permaculture food forest happening. So plants in the bottom layer, mid layer, top layer, passion fruits, papayas, things like that. Some of the old papayas are falling down. They get in and eat underneath it. It's really, really exciting. And we just give them a bit of a look here. So they've got heaps of space, which means I can extend out the chicken coop. We can get faster work. Still waiting for some eggs. I've started feeding them an organic pellet, a certified organic pellet to build up production because I gave it to, last time I had chickens, I did that before and they worked really, really awesome. And I believe that as soon as this weather, just the daylight gets a little bit longer, these girls get a little bit older, they're going to be absolutely firing away in here. So let's get back and I'll take a further shot here. This is fun just doing this like this. I love it. Look at that. Look. Oh, look at that shot. How awesome is that? That is the garden. It's only just 2 years old now, guys. Just over 2 years old. And I did have a break for about 6 months where I didn't do much at all. It was just bad weather. And we've had shocking weather actually for growing food. I'm just going to put this down here. Oh, look at, make sure that camera doesn't fall down. Look at this, garden beds on the side, composting system running up through the middle. At the back, along the side of the fence, food forest. So we've got lots of different natives growing to bring in the birds and things. The worms are moving in there like crazy. I've just been mulching 2 or 3 times a year with just a woody blend and throwing in a little bit of fertilizer, not much. We get mushrooms just popping up literally everywhere. Over in the far corner, I haven't shown you yet, if everything keeps working, we're going to extend the chicken run right around and build out another big area there so I can keep making more compost, we get more eggs and become more self-sufficient. I'm just really enjoying having the chickens around doing the work for us, and to be able to release them into the food forest along the side for me is a game changer, next level stuff, because it means they're going to be scratching in there, eating any bad bugs, fertilizing it, tilling it, and just bringing that acceleration point even further ahead. So by doing that and then integrating it all together and connecting all the systems, man, I've got to be grateful and thank God for it, because he provided this home for me. And I just want to finish off with that and just give God the glory for it. And thank you all for coming and watching this channel and helping it evolve. It's been an up and down emotional struggle in some areas, but if you just keep plugging forward and connect the dots, you finally get there. So stay tuned for the next videos as we get ready to release compost worms in this area, keep extending out the chicken coop, keep building a composting interconnected permaculture garden here that brings in a bit of coin at the same time. And yeah, just come along on the journey, guys. I know a lot of you have been messaging me and commenting saying that you're enjoying watching this journey. So I'm just going to keep sharing it with you. Have a great day. Happy everything. And we'll see you at the next video vlog real soon. Here comes a flexi hand. Bye for now.